I'm back in Gorilla's kitchen again. I'm Gorilla 1, husband of Tattoo Rose 1. And today, folks, we gonna go Cajun. Yes, sirree. I'm gonna make you some of the most lip-smackingest shrimp okra gumbo that you've ever done laid on your lips. Okay? Now, first of all, what we're gonna do, we gotta get you a roux going. Okay, so we're gonna come over here. We're gonna heat up our stove up here. We're gonna put it up on medium high. And we'll take about maybe 3/4 cup of oil in there. That'd be about right. And get you some all-purpose flour. And about a cup of flour all to do it. That'll look about right there. You just put it in there with the oil. And then you mix them all up here. And you're making a little paste. And what you want to do is you want to get this roux brown. Now by brown, I don't mean burnt. Now this is a recipe that my sister, a half-sister from Louisiana, done taught me. And I used to call her up, and when I was hungry for some good old-fashioned Cajun food, I'd call her up and I'd say, Peaches, why don't you make up a gumbo here? I'll be there in about 14 hours. Sure enough, I get in the door, I always smell that cooking. And I said, oh boy, now that's what you call good eating. Make sure you get all that flour all in there. And while this roux be going here, we're going to get our shrimps. And I just happen to have about 2 pounds of lovely Gulf shrimps here. But them shrimps ain't happy yet. No sirree. Them shrimps like a little bit of salt. Yep, so we give them a little, about a couple tablespoons of salt here. Not too much. A couple teaspoons of salt. And then we get a little bit of cayenne pepper. And we're going to get him in here. Get him in here. Get him about a tablespoon, maybe a little bit more if you like it. And just mix it all up in here. Get all them shrimps good and happy. Ooh, they say now. Oh my goodness. Ooh, I'm getting happy. Ooh, yum. Oh, Lord. Yes, sir. Yeah, our roux coming up here, boiling a little bit here. Got to keep this on going here. It's going to take you a little bit. Get this roux just right. You want it not just a nice brown. But not burnt. Now it usually take about. You're going to turn that down here to medium a little bit there. Now we got the heat up on it. Now it usually take about maybe 15, 20, 30 minutes depending on how brown you want to get it. They'll get this thing just right. So we're going to be cooking on this, and when we come back we're going to start putting everything in the pot here. Okay, so y'all just hang around and we'll be right back. Ready? Mm-hmm. Okay, we got our roux all cooked up here now. So now we've got to start adding in our Trinity. And the Trinity, of course, it's about 1.5 cups of nice yellow onion. We just put him right on in there. cup and a half of nice fresh celeries. Make sure everybody in the pot. And about 1 green onion. 1 green pepper. Got 1 seed there. We don't want to get no seed in there. Get him out of there. Okay. And along with that, of course, we got to have some garlic. So I'm gonna get me on about. Let's say that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4 garlic cloves. If you use it that way, I like it out. They're already crushed. And what you want to do, you want to get this all mixed in here, get it all happy. Rambling on here, so these onions get a little bit clear. And then once these onions get clear, it's going to take about 1 or 2 minutes. You get all your good spices all ready. And what we got here, we got some thyme here. That's a ½ teaspoon. Got some basil, ½ teaspoon. Got a ½ teaspoon of parsley flake. And a tablespoon of Cajun spice. You can buy it already pre-mixed in the store. I like it that way. And right there'll be 3 bay leaves. Now they're going to go in there when them's all ready. Also going to put in 1 can of chopped tomatoes, diced tomatoes, and a can of tomato paste. I'll get that all ready to go here. Well, this here, I just got to give it a little turn here. We don't want nothing to be burning here. So we got a lot of good stuff to go in here. Them onions will cook up there pretty good. So what we're going to do here, we're just going to go start putting everything on in here. You take the tomato, juice and all, get them in there, get them all good and happy. Stir them around in here. Get some of that flavor in there. Try to chop them up a little bit more if you can. This is all cooking its time here. Okay, and then what we need to do is get our tomato paste in here. Can't open, get this open here. Come on. Open it, don't fail me now. Thank you. Okay, and I do this the easy way. I open both ends and just be pushing them out like that. Get him out there and get a hold of the top. Scrape them off like that. That way you get most of the stuff out of the can. You don't have to be worrying with it too much. Okay. Now when I peel those fresh shrimps, I took them shells from the shrimps. No, let me do my towels. There he is. I know I always keep one when I want them more around here. Always, because it'd always be a mess. Took some shells and I made up some shrimp stock. What I got right here is 3 nice cups of shrimp stock. Put it all in there. Ooh, make that happy already. That way I can take this, all that tomato paste, start messing it up here a little bit. Get it all mixed in. Oh, that's already looking so good. Ooh, I wish we had smell-o-vision. There we go. Look at that, already starting to just get looking so good and happy. That'll just cook down so nicely. Okay. And we get rid of that. And we're going to take it and add, of course, a little more salt in there. Take about 1, 2 tablespoons right there. Just like that. Don't believe that a tablespoon? Someday I'll measure for you. Put it in there. Of course, a little bit of pepper, black pepper in there. Where's my? Here. There we go. A little bit of black pepper. Get him all in there. Just let that start working away. Okay, and now you got to get the secret ingredient. Now, it calls for usually some water. No, this Cajun cooking, honey. We gonna have us some wine, and there'll be 1 cup of wine we're gonna put in here. Now, one thing I tell you, you don't use any kind of wine you ain't gonna drink. That's 1 cup of wine. Let's give another cup of wine. There'll be another cup of wine. There's 2 cups of wine in there. And maybe a little sip of wine for the cook. I'll save me a little bit of that wine for later. I know I'm going to be needing it. And now what we do, just set this in here, and we're just going to let it cook away. One more thing we're going to put in here for right now. Usually I like to have some andue sausage, which is a good Cajun sausage. Here in Florida, it's hard to find. Oh, I almost forgot. We gotta put some spice, more spice in here too. All them spices I done told you about, they got to go in there and make everything happy too. Like that way. There, my. Almost forgetting my manners, Mr. Gumbo. I'm forgetting my manners. There you go. Okay. I was back to talking about some sausage here, and you can't very well get that good andouille sausage here in Florida. Very, very hard to find. So what I had to do, I just got what's called a mild chorizo. And I browned it off. These are fresh. These were fresh tube sausage, and I just browned them off, and then chop them up. You know, just enough to get it. They were solid. The rest of them, they do the cooking right in here, and I got 1.5 pounds of them, and they're gonna make this so yummy. There we go. Get all that goodness in there. Let them all get up in there in that roux and get all good and happy and cook up right. Okay, now we gotta let that cook for a little bit to where those onions are gonna get good and tender. Maybe about 15 minutes or so, yeah. And then we'll come back, we're going to put the rest of all these goodies in here. Here's the star of the show, though. I got 1 pound nice fresh okra. Chopped up about 1/4 inch, 3/8 of an inch. You put all that okra in here. Seed and all, that's all good. It's all good for you. Get it mixed up in here. Say, Gorilla, that thing's getting kind of full, ain't it? I say, yep, it's getting full all right. And we still got the star of the show to get in here. You've been sitting over here waiting nice and patient over this. You get you jumping in here. But it ain't going to take them shrimps very long to cook, so we're going to have to cook this for a little while before we throw the shrimps in here. So we're going to let this cook on a little bit and then come back and throw the shrimps in here and get ready to get it all together.
Record.
Oh well, it's in now.
Say it again.
Okay, we just added in our shrimp here and we're getting them all in here. You can see we've got shrimps in there. And they're all just going to get up here and get all happy with all this good flavor here. And when we come back, we're going to put it all together and show you how we eat this stuff. And it's going to be wonderful, I guarantee. This thing all ready to go here. Oh yeah, that's pretty. That'd be pretty. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2. Are we on? Okay, look at there. We're all done here. And now while y'all was off doing whatever, and I was doing all whatever, I went out and mixed me some rice. Because you can't have good gumbo unless it's on a bed of rice. So I'm just going to get me some of this good rice here. Good Louisiana rice. What I done cook. Put the plate on up here. A little more rice. Like lots of rice. I love rice. I'm going to get in on this here gumbo. We'll make sure we get a little bit of everything in there, each bite. Get some shrimps in there, make sure we get some, oh yeah, we got some shrimps and we got some sausage in there. Get a little bite of tomato in there, yeah. Make sure we get some good rest of the vegetables, get that some of that okra. Make sure we get plenty of that good okra. And I'm going to sit down here, I'm going to have me a taste. I'm going to sit down here, have me a little taste. Got one of these shrimps here. Hot stuff here, baby. That is truly wonderful. Get up on a piece of this sausage here. Find me a piece of sausage and some okras. I guarantee you this is heaven on a plate. And if you fix this, I know you're going to love it. I guarantee. This is Gorilla One, signing out, and bon appetit.